Welcome to Gary School. Bienvenidos a la escuela Gary. Gary School houses our dual language program. We invite you to come and learn more about this program. We are happy to give you tours, happy to have you meet with teachers, and really want you to be confident about the decision you are about to make in enrolling your child in our dual language program.
Estoy en cuarto grado y mi segundo lenguaje es el español.
I started dual language in kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Dual language program is fantastic.
They help each other because we both learning a new language.
No, yo también.
My name is Adriana Medina and I teach kindergarten.
My name is Michelle Lewis and I teach a dual kindergarten. The dual language program in kindergarten is different from a regular kindergarten class because students aren't just going in to speak English or just to speak Spanish, they're learning an additional language other than their home language. So there's a big difference actually.
I really like how they interact with each other. They help each other because we both learning a new language. We also get to appreciate the other language and also a different culture.
Gallina. Gallina.
Muy bien. ¿Qué otra palabra? Maika.
Go. Go.
Go, como de ir, ¿verdad?
Dual language is a regular education classroom, except that everything is done in two languages. So math, social studies, science, literacy, language development, health, PE, all those kind of things are done in two languages, whereas in a regular classroom or a bilingual classroom, it's either done in Spanish or in English. The difference also is that half the children are learning the other half of the children's language. So there's a lot of support and group work where children are collaborating with each other to help each other and to learn each other's language very well.
Yes, I do like Spanish because I think it's really good for other people to understand you and you can teach other people so they can learn as well to make people smarter.
What would you like to be when you grow up?
Quiero ser un actor o una maestra porque yo creo una maestra es muy bien porque puedes tener muchos estudiantes y ellos pueden aprender también.
Palo de mayo, palo es. Palo, 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 palo de mayo, palo es. Palo de mayo, palo es.
In kindergarten, we follow the program like 80-20. So 80% of our day we speak Spanish and the 20% of the day we speak English. I usually use this. When I switch to English, I just switch to the happy face. So the kids already know and they start to speak to me in English. But when I switch to the letter of the day, of the week, we speak Spanish. What do you use?
I have a necklace. This is my Spanish necklace. So when I don't wear it, the kids are like, ¿Por qué estás hablando español si no tienes tu collar? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to look for my necklace. And so I say uno, dos, tres, and they say español otra vez, and I put on my necklace. And when it's time for English, I say 3, 2, 1, and the kids say English has begun.
Okay, vamos a cambiar la carita. Vamos a cambiar. Y decimos, hello, good morning. How are you today? snow today. Okay, so now, are you still thinking Spanish? Let's switch our brains to English. Ready? 1, 2. Now you're thinking in
English.
The biggest benefit for our children is that they grow up being bilingual. The goal of the school is to ensure that our students can speak both languages fluently, can read it and write it. So we really strive to find that balance between the allocation of languages. Early on, there's a lot of Spanish in the classroom because we want to front load our students as much as possible. So by the time they get to 5th and 6th grade, they are reading and writing in both languages. Obviously, every child learns differently, but the goal of the program will always be to make sure that our students are bilingual.
This program provides the very best practices and highly qualified teachers. So, and children are mixed, Spanish-speaking kids with English-speaking children and learning from each other. So it's actually a much more effective program than a foreign language program where the only language model is the teacher. In dual language, half the children are language models for the other half, and everybody's learning a second language at all times.
In 4th grade, we do teach 60% of the day in Spanish and 40% of the day is in English. With our classroom, we have a makeup of about 50% of native English speakers and 50% native Spanish speakers, where they're working together in groups and partners and in different activities to make sure that they are acknowledging both the English and the Spanish curriculum.
The 1920s brought changes to the lives of many African Americans. To find better jobs, people had begun moving to northern cities in the early 1900s. Esta gran migración, junto con los empleos que la gente ocupó en las industrias durante la Primera Guerra Mundial, hicieron creer las expectativas de una vida mejor.
So the reason why this program is the most effective program is because the students actually don't not only become bilingual, they become biliterate. And biliterate means that you can read and write in 2 languages. So then when I said that job opportunities are broader for people who are bilinguals when they're biliterate. So being able to read and write a business letter in 2 languages is a lot more marketable than just being able to speak in 2 languages. So this is what the dual language develops, this really academic reading and writing skills that really only are developed in school over a long period of time. So think about in the native language, it takes from kindergarten to 12th grade, which is 13 years, to develop high levels of reading and writing skills. Well, the students in dual language program are developing both these skills, reading and writing, in 2 languages.
Pienso que si se van a hacer en el Dual Language Program, es una buena idea porque pueden hablar de otras cosas cuando están con personas que no te entienden y se pueden hacer otras cosas y ir a otros lugares donde pueden hablar.
Enero, febrero, marzo, abril y mayo son los 5 meses primeros del año.
The social and cultural competencies that are developed in dual language are really amazing, especially because these children are together and their families are together for such a long time, 6-7 years. And so they develop very deep-rooted friendships with ethnicities and children from other cultures, children from other countries that they would normally not make friends with. Being bilingual, biliterate, and multicultural really makes your world open up, that you have more access to more friends, to more people, to more conversations and dialogues with others that are not like you. So this facilitates broader friendships and creates children that are more global in their perspectives and understandings of others.
I think going forward in his life, that's going to be a huge gift, because as a parent, I can try and tell him, don't discriminate against people or whatever. But he's living that. He doesn't see that there's any difference. He just gets that already because the kids in his class are multicultural, and I think that's a huge benefit that I can't teach him. He just has to live that.